Freddie, the 2,000 hits in your career. How did that moment feel? Obviously, with the fans kind of getting involved.
Yeah, that's special. I seem to get these milestones and losses. What Doc said in the little speech afterwards, it's a little curse, but no, just seeing how happy my dad, my stepmom, my wife, my kids were for me, just makes it special. And obviously the fans have embraced my family and I since the day we got here. So they made another special memory for the Freeman family again. Dodger fans usually never disappoint. So another special day, one I'll never forget. So it took long enough, but glad it happened at home.
Have you been kind of thinking about that number for
well, my son keeps reminding me. He was really wanting me to do it at home. Chelsea was saying that they might have to go on the road trip if I couldn't get any hits here. So I wasn't really thinking about it because, you know, I'm hoping to get more than 2,000 in my career, so it's not really something I was really thinking about. So if this was 3,000, I would tell you yes. So hopefully we're doing this again in 6-7 years.
Just how you think about hitting and how you approach
I
it.
couldn't hear.
No, just how sort of you think about hitting, approaching things. Do some of these hits milestones mean a little bit more to you than maybe other ones that you kind of talk
Yeah, you guys know me now. Hits mean a lot to me. Everyone views success differently in their careers and how they go about it, but hits and average, that is what I care about. If I have a lot of hits and I have a good average, that means I'm getting on base a lot for my team and we're able to score a lot of runs. So that's how I view it. Everyone's differently, but yeah, hits is I like hits, and hopefully we get a lot more.
How much does being at home for moments like this kind of add to just what you're feeling?
It means a lot because my dad would not be in Colorado. Well, I don't know, he might have came. I don't know, but yeah, it's a lot easier for my dad to make the 40-minute drive to Dodger Stadium than flying to Denver. So he's been at every game these last few. It's taken a lot longer than I wanted to get these 2,000 hits, but it means a lot to do at home because of my family being here. Even if I didn't get it today, it probably would have just been Chelsea and Charlie coming to Denver. My whole family probably would have been there. It's a little hard to travel with 2 2-year-olds. So I'm glad I got it today, just so my family can see it.
How much did that double down line for 1999 sort of help clear things up for you at all?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys know I've been grinding quite a bit this whole month, and I haven't felt good. You know, unfortunately, that's baseball. It's just kind of how the ebb and flows of the season go. But you know, I finally felt more on it and up the middle with my body. Like we were talking about early in the season, I needed the Wade Miley repertoire to get me going. It wasn't a repertoire today, it was just me fighting to stay on it and hit it that way. Left field has been non-existent for me for a few weeks, so I finally, like I talked to my dad after the game, we were doing pictures, and he goes, finally you looked a little better. But you know, it's just more of, finally was on it and up through the middle of my body, and you know, I finally felt it on that one, and it just, you know, of course that's usually how it happens, another one comes the next at bat.
And it's kind of difficult to kind of keep things into perspective as you're playing your careers are kind of going on. Only 97 other players have hit 2,000 hits and 300 home runs in a career. Like, do you ever like
How many?
90? You're
97.
98.
I'm 98.
You're 98. Do you ever let kind of some of those things kind of sink in a little bit?
Yeah, that kind of hits a little bit. This game's been going on for a long time, and when I did the 300,000 RBI thing, I think it was like 150 something. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And now you just dropped it into 2 numbers. There's been what, 16,000, 17,000 people to play this game. And to be under 100, you know, it's hard for me to put into words right now because you just told me that. But when you do stuff like this, I think it's just kind of, it's just all the hard work that I think about, you know, with my dad back in the day, all the batting practice he's thrown. It's just not me, it's him. It's all the sacrifice he made, my family's made, and you know, it's just special to achieve some of these things, and for the fans and for my teammates, coaching staff to appreciate it as we're going along. That makes it even more special, but to be 98th player to do that, yeah, that's hard to even put into words. It's just really, really cool that I was able to do it with my family. And you know, I'm not one to talk about myself, so yeah, thank you for telling me that.
What does 3,000 mean to you? How is that the target for?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you get to 2,000, now you want to get to 3,000. So that's only in good health, and if I could, you know, keep playing it the way I want to play, you know, all the time. Bill's wanted to remind me that it's going to come up at some point, but you know, I obviously that would be really cool, and you know, you guys know 3,000 hits, and hits mean a lot to me. So if that were to happen, that would be great. But my main goal is to stay healthy, and if you guys know me and talk to me, if I stay healthy and play 162 like I want to do, I feel like the numbers will be there. All the time will catch up at some point, Bill. I know it will, but yeah, might as well go for the next 1,000, right? Since you got the 2,000, so yeah, that would be pretty cool. So hopefully, you know, I can play long enough to be able to do that.
Team-wise, last week, I mean, you're sitting up here talking about, you said you guys need to play better. I mean, you lose today, but just kind of how different do things kind of feel right now?
Yeah, even today, that was, you know, the 8th inning right there, that was huge. Battling back, grinding. 4 o'clock games are hard, especially to score runs in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings with those shadows. And, you know, Mookie getting on, stealing second, able to get the double there, and Will coming up huge with the homer. We were just fighting all day, and just much better baseball has been played by us the last week. Kind of everyone's clicked, you know, pitching staff and as an offense. So hopefully we can continue that trend in there and on the road trip.
Going back to what you said, Mookie stealing base, you hitting the double. You guys over the past few games have had like these late game sparks. Yesterday we rallied, today the comeback attempt. What are the ebbs and flows that you're kind of feeling as the offense kind of starts hot and then maybe edges out a little bit and then finishes like with the...
I would like it to just keep going all game, but that's just kind of who we are as a group. You know, we would like to, Mookie starting off with a homer, I think 2 out of these 3 games. Could have been 3 if that catch wasn't made yesterday, but you know, it's just better quality at bats that we've been putting together. You know, obviously it gets a little tough in those middle innings with the shadows, and then as the shadows go past the pitcher now, it gets a little bit better to see. So I think that's just kind of the flow of the game is when you start at 4 o'clock, you get these kind of things, but just much better baseball we've been playing and fighting to the last out, and we did it again today. Unfortunately, we came up on the losing side of the snap.
Did you send it for your brothers?
Yeah, another toast. Over 2 in milestone.
Out of all the players, the elite players in the 2000 club, who do you feel like you're most proud of yourself for joining those?
I couldn't even
That
tell
player,
you.
a couple players,
Yeah.
you know of anybody?
I'm not a big comparison of a person. I like people to be their own players. I'm me. That's me. I don't want to be compared to anybody. I just want to go out there and play. I don't like. That's for you guys. You guys can do the comparing, but every person is their own player. So I'm not. I don't like the comparisons, but you guys can do that. But I'm just me.